Hello and welcome to a brand new version of Steve's Stories, now with more old-timey.
Did somebody say old-timey?
Yes, I did. I said old-timey. Now you just have to tune it to the right radio station.
Buck Rogers in the 25th century.
That's not it.
Heidi, 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 ho!
That's just some song.
Oh, hi! I'm Tony the Tiger. Got my one-man band here.
No, that's just an old Kellogg's Frosted Flakes commercial. Oh, that's why. I need to grab the old-timey tuner now. Ah, there we are.
Those of you just now tuning in, tonight's subject is...
The reason why there's a stigma against redheads. The story begins inside your very DNA. And now to your host. Please welcome Stephen Bonner. Red hair is the rarest natural hair color in humans and is caused by a relatively rare recessive gene, the expression of which can skip several generations before appearing. Red hair occurs naturally in 1 to 2% of the human population, but it occurs more frequently, between 2 to 6%, in people of Northern or Western European ancestry, and less frequently in other populations. Because the gene for red hair is recessive, it's naturally less common. This is the first reason why redheads have a stigma.
So if you're a redhead, you're unique?
Yeah, that's exactly correct. In fact, I found this fantastic quote that kind of sums up the uniqueness of redheads by Canadian anthropologist Grant McCracken. Part of the problem with redheads is that there aren't enough of them. They just make up 2% of the population, so they're pretty extraordinary. Redheads are too numerous to be ignored, yet too rare to be accepted.
Oh wow, that does put it in perspective. Is there any historical reasons?
That's a good question, and yes, there are. A common belief throughout history is that redheads have fiery tempers and sharp tongues. But that's obviously not the truth, because your hair color has nothing to do with your temperament. Another example of this is that it was believed for a time that redheads might actually be vampires. Again, obviously not true, but that's actually pretty cool in my opinion. Basically, people sometimes persecute others who don't look like the majority of the population, and when the general population was less educated, people would develop odd beliefs and myths to explain things they didn't understand, like being a redhead.
Well, that doesn't really seem fair.
You're right, it isn't. But there have also been many times in history when redheads are looked upon favorably. Queen Elizabeth I of England was a redhead, and during the Elizabethan era in England, red hair was fashionable for women.
What about in modern times?
And in modern times, red hair has been subject to fashion trends too. When celebrities such as Nicole Kidman or Emma Stone are in popular films, sales of red hair dye increase. But then you have characters like South Park's Eric Cartman, who also reinforce the stigma on cable television.
I'm talking, of course, about ginger kids.
So what's your conclusion?
So, to wrap things up, red hair should be viewed as a blessing, not a curse. You're unique, and that's awesome. And for the people who may hold a stigma against redheads, you could be carrying the ginger gene and not even know it. So bite your tongue, because you'll never know if you'll have a redheaded child.
That really explained a lot there, Steve. Good job.
Well, thank you, me in some old-timey voice.
Did you just say old-timey?
Yeah, I did.
Well, that's the bee's knees. And just because I know there's some people out there who really love this song, I'm gonna have to play it one time.
That was Steve's Stories. That was Steve's Stories. That's Steve.